All right, so moving on to the final side, we're going to move over to the world of baseball inside the MLB world, and I'll be sharing my thoughts on the massive trade that took place in the MLB between the Boston Red Sox and the San Francisco Giants. So, Sunday, the league got shaken up by this massive trade. You had Rafael Devers being traded away from the Boston Red Sox to the San Francisco Giants in exchange for left-handed pitcher Kyle Harrison, right-hander Jordan Hicks, prospect James Tibbs, and rookie league right-hander Jose Bello, in a huge, massive trade that benefited one team and, in my opinion, did not benefit the other team as much. But let's get into a deeper dive of how I feel for both respective teams after this trade. Honestly, I feel like the Boston Red Sox were silly to trade away their best player, Rafael Devers. And this is crazy because they just swept the New York Yankees during the weekend. And you trade away your best player, your cornerstone piece, and Rafael Devers could have helped the Boston Red Sox get to the playoffs or eventually contend for a World Series title again in Boston. But now I think the Boston Red Sox have moved backwards instead of forwards after this trade. And I know there are ongoing problems that happened between Rafael Devers and the Boston Red Sox that were going on. They brought in Alex Bregman during the offseason to play third base. That was the preferred position that Rafael Devers has played since he's been in the league. And then when their first baseman went down, he refused to play the position as well and basically told the franchise, you do it, you figure it out. I'm playing designated hitter still. So I understand that the team wanted to move away from him, but the way how they did it, I don't think this was the best move. It really caught both parties off guard, especially Rafael Devers, that now he's on his way to playing with the San Francisco Giants. And Rafael Devers is a Hall of Fame hitter, in my opinion. I think he's going to be a Hall of Fame, known for being a Hall of Fame hitter one day, and I think he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. But now he's locked up with the San Francisco Giants until 2033, I believe. So that's a very long time. And this new lineup that the Giants have, look out, Los Angeles Dodgers, because this team, if they could get the baseball going, they could get their offense going and hitting the baseball, they could be a dangerous team out there in the NL West. I mean, the new lineup that they'll have will be Jung Ho Lee, they have Ramos, they have Matt Chapman when he gets back to the lineup, and Rafael Devers. Now this team is going to be stacked, and I know Rafael likes to play third base. That's where Matt Chapman plays, but he's already told the San Francisco Giants, look, I'm open to playing any position to help us be in contention to win a World Series or compete out there in the NL West, a loaded division that has the Dodgers, the Padres. This is going to be interesting for baseball, and I want to see how this trade plays out for both respective teams. But hands down, I think the San Francisco Giants won this trade over the Boston Red Sox. And I feel like you should have got more for a player that's only 28 years of age and has showed the hitting abilities that he can. I think he's going to be okay in San Francisco. Again, he's probably going to play first base or be their designated hitter. He's going to be happy, satisfied. And I think, looking at it, the San Francisco Giants pitching rotation did take a hit, but you can recover from this. It's not something that you can't recover from. They're known for getting and developing pitchers, so the Giants will be okay in the next few years, or by the end of the year, the pitching rotation might get better if they want to make more moves. But you had to give up some type of haul to get a player a big splash and to get Rafael Devers, to play in San Francisco. But I will say the fractured relationship between Rafael Devers and the Red Sox has completely ended, and I know that even players like Big Papi Ortiz, David Ortiz, has even reached out to Rafael Devers like, look, you got to check your attitude to help this team become better. He looked at him like he was the face of the franchise, and arguably he was. That was the Red Sox best player. But the way how everything played out, Alex Bregman coming in late during the offseason, you get him to play third baseman, you upset your best player, and he doesn't want to make an adjustment. That's why he was that designated hitter in the first place. Then, like I just said a few moments ago, their first baseman, Tristan Casas, went down with an injury in early May, and they asked him to play first base. He refused. No, you guys figure it out as a franchise, and I'll be the designated hitter still. So you could tell something was going to happen, but I didn't think he was going to be traded after he was locked up for so long. He's got 8 years left on his contract. And now he's playing with the San Francisco Giants. They're going to have him locked up for the next 7 to 8 years. And they might go out and compete for a World Series title over the next 7 to 8 years. So we'll see who is going to be the true winner of this trade once the years play out for both respective franchises. But the baseball gods always get it right. And the Giants and the Red Sox actually play each other this weekend in a weekend series, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not in Boston, but in San Francisco. I guarantee sports bettors, get your checkbooks ready. Put the money down for Rafael Devers to have a big weekend against his former team in the Boston Red Sox. He'll probably have a home run or two playing with his new team, trying to get revenge on his old team. But let's look at how this affects the Boston Red Sox moving forward. Now, that's why I said the Red Sox lost the trade. They just were gaining momentum. They just swept the New York Yankees on Father's Day weekend. They have destroyed their chances of making the postseason. Right now, they're 4th place in the NL East. I don't think they're going to get a wild card spot. I damn sure don't think they're going to win a division now. I've already said the Yankees were going to win a division earlier on in the season. But the Red Sox have a history, as of late, over the years of trading the best players. I don't understand the logic behind it. They traded Mookie Betts to the Los Angeles Dodgers. You saw that Mookie Betts has now helped the Dodgers win not 1 but 2 World Series titles since he's been shipped out of Boston, being shipped out to LA. Now you trade your best player, Rafael Devers, to the San Francisco Giants, and he's automatically going to help them compete as soon as possible to become a playoff team in the National League and compete for World Series titles over the next 7 to 8 years while he's locked up on contract. So I just think it's crazy that this man was locked up on a 10-year deal. You just swept the New York Yankees over the weekend. And in terms of wild sports trades, I know the Luka Doncic trade was very massive and unexpected in the NBA. But hey, this is in the conversation for being the craziest trades during the calendar year 2025. The Boston Red Sox just gave up on this player. In a similar way, because Luka Doncic, the Dallas Mavericks, viewed this guy as out of weight, out of shape, lazy. But he's one hell of a player, one of the best in the league. They review Rafael Devers, his hitting abilities, as one of the best in the league. Just a bad apple on a rotten tree, a bad attitude because he didn't get to play the positions he wanted. Now you see that they have traded their best players not once now but twice on several occasions in the last decade. I don't know how this is going to play out for the Red Sox, but right now you get all the pitching you want. You can have all the prospect players you want. But we're talking about today. We're talking about competing right now. This Red Sox team has a squad, and you just traded away your best player. This is sports. I love the madness, and I love talking about it with you guys. But that is my reaction to the massive trade that happened between the Boston Red Sox and the San Francisco Giants. That is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.